चलो मुझे बता देना। Hi friends, this is Dr. Apurv Mehra. Welcome to this Monday Motivation by Mehra. I will like to thank all of you for the love and respect you have showered on Cerebellum Academy and me. The topic for today is amongst the storm, how to maintain positivity. That is something which I am looking for. So let me just read the comments and the things that my students are writing, so that I can try to answer few of the things here with all of you. Hi Shivani. All right. So if I can see the comments, it's going to help me out. I'm waiting for my team to just help me out with the comments. All right. So when I was preparing this talk, I was keeping in mind that we will be having a journey which is going to talk about entrance exams. And entrance exams is a really a tough zone. You know why? Because this entire journey is tough, unpredictable, but then it has a glory towards the end. And the glory sometimes is sometimes very late in the time period. So it's something that's a little late that creeps onto you. But then yes, if you stick on like anybody, you can just change the tables. You can change everything that happens around it. So I wrote these lines, and the lines are: you can sink or you can swim. So if I'm an FMG student, and I have done my graduation from abroad, and I want to come back and practice in India, and I'm going to write an exam called as FMG entrance exam, which is scheduled for 20th January, exactly 40 days from today, right? Roughly 6 weeks that I have, right? And then is it possible? That's the first question, right? But I have a bigger question. Do you have a choice? Do you really have a choice? I don't think so. You have a choice. You are in the center of an ocean, and you need to cross that. So you actually don't have a choice. You just have to cross it. So once you know that there's only one way out, right? So there cannot be anything else that should come to your mind. And that's one point here. You will always in your life have an option of fueling your dreams or fueling your fear. You can make an option. I chose at your age to fuel my dream. I dreamt huge. I wrote it down, I described my dreams, but I never looked back on them. So you will be haunted, you'll be scared, people will scare you around, but then you have to tell yourself what was the cause that you started for, right? So that's one thing. So you don't have a choice, go for it. When you go for it, it cannot be a half-hearted effort. It can't be 50%. It can't be 60, 70, 80, 90, even 99% can't do, because it has to be 100%. Because if you look at one of the commonest scores in FMG exams is 149. Most of the great players, they get out at the boundary. It's just that extra inch that matters at the end, and you never know, because that's what you are fighting for. So here the point is, if you are doing something, it has to have 100%. You can give up, you can give in, or you can give it all. So my point is very simple: give it all. If you do not, you're not looking for a result that you wish for or you prepare for. Commitment can get it started. Commitment can get it started, but consistency will finish it up. And that's what you should remember. So learn to tame your mind and drive towards that. You are not going to stop there. It's very important that you remember this golden rule. All right. We all feel that there will be an the actual environment for us to be perfectly aligned for our dreams, or we feel that we will be going and heading towards a direction in which there will be a lot of love around us. You will be given a stage to dance, and they'll be given an audience to clap. Life is not like that, life never comes perfect. It's not prepared perfect. It's not supposed to be. What's perfect? Perfection is an action. Perfection is a flow. If you maintain your flow, it's very, very easy that you will finally be heading towards that area that you want to go to. But what is actually required, the biggest motivator force, the biggest motivational force that existed is act. काम करो, रुको मत. अगर आप रुकोगे तो आप गए. The journey, the journey towards your goal is always going to have a narrow path, and it is your vision that's the focus. It has to be absolutely on the point that you're looking at, and you should have lots of focus to everything around you, right? People get demotivated not because of their inaction. They get demotivated. वो ये कर रहा है, वो ये कर रहा है, मेरा क्या होगा? You forget about all that. आपका क्या होगा ये आपके हाथ में, और वो उस पर डिपेंड करता है आप कितना पढ़ेंगे रोज. So you cannot have a 0 day at this stage. For next 40 days, if you promise that you will not have a 0 day, I can tell you in return, किसी के बाप में दम नहीं है कि आपको रोक के दिखा दे. You're going to clear it. This is absolutely important. And then people say, sir, you need 6 months to prepare. I agree. Some people say you need 3 months. I do agree. But can you disagree to this point that if you're preparing for something, if you're really striving for something, and if you have high energy towards it, you can reduce the time period required to achieve something which people have taken more time to? You can't. This is the point here which I want to tell you, that your energy, your determination, your discipline, your effort, your 100% commitment, your daily consistency can reduce the time. And yes, it's absolutely possible in 40 days. There is no doubt about it. Don't even think an iota of doubt on this thing, that this is very, very, very important. You get up in the morning, right? And you just don't know, you lose direction. You're tired in the morning, a question that comes to my heart every time. But the answer is there. You get tired in the morning, you don't have energy because you haven't planned your day. If you plan your day, you're definitely going to crack it. So you have to start planning your day. This is very, very important. And write on a piece of paper what you do next. All of you listening to me, you wanted to become a doctor. You wanted to specialize into a field. You wanted to decrease the deformity and disability. You are the one who wanted to save lives. You have an opportunity. Most people in this world don't know what they want to do. You know. Most people in this world do not have a chance to study. You do. Most people do not have a brain or intelligence level to understand what's happening around. You do. What you need to do is train this air. This is called as the brain. The strongest thing a human body has is not the muscles, it's the brain here. हमें बुद्धिजीव कहते हैं. We are called as the brain bearing organisms. We can think, but if you calm it down, then only you will scale up. So brain, the most powerful weapon, can only be utilized to your power if you know how to control it. एक शांत बुद्धि आपको बहुत कुछ अचीव करा सकती है, और एक मंद बुद्धि आपका सब कुछ डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकती है. So you need to stay calm. You have to understand that the difference between people who do it and who don't do it is one thing, and that's called as a temperament. So you need to have that winner's attitude. मेरा होगा, जरूर होगा. You need to tell yourself the world might rule you out. You will never do that, because if you say you can't do it, फिर नहीं होगा. As Henry Ford said, if you say you can, if you say you can't, whatever you say is going to happen, right? You don't have a choice. You can't go back in time to 11th and 12th class and start doing your MBBS or choose a field. You're right in there, and you know that you have to go to the opposite side, right? It may be tough. It may become tougher, but it's certainly doable, because the history says that people have done it. And if something has been done, it can be done better. This is what the history teaches us. If you don't learn from the history, you can't create history, and that's what you should remember. All right? Your past results, if I have not cleared in the last go, don't affect your future results, but your experience does. So what mistakes you do, if you try to nullify those mistakes, is going to make a huge impact in your life. Note down, even a simple grand test, yeah. You're writing a grand test, note down your mistakes. Practice those areas. If you do that, you will never falter. It is very, very important. चलिए उल्टा करते हैं. लास्ट टाइम you were doing a lot of procrastination. मेरा क्या होगा? You were looking at other people, what they were doing. You were chatting to a lot of people. Let's do opposite. Let's not chat to many people. Let's try to talk to positive people. Last time you couldn't revise. Do revision this time. Plan it out. Last time you were sleeping too much. Try to sleep. Balance it out. Last time you didn't do any walk. There was no positive reinforcement physically. Start doing it. Use those experiences to improve yourself. We are human beings, you know. You have this temperament that you have to learn to be honest to yourself. If you learn to be honest to yourself, then there comes a challenge that deliver as per what is required. We all know हमें क्या करना है. हमें उठना है, पढ़ना है. We all know हमें क्या करना है. सोने से पहले हमें नेक्स्ट डे प्लान करना है. अगर हमारे को ये बेसिक चीजें पता है, there is no faltering around. बट हम लोग ये बेसिक ही नहीं करते. We make it tough. It's not that tough. Rule is simple. Read all 19 subjects, revise them. Do not fall in the greed of making any one subject stronger. Keep 19 subjects as a balance. Divide your day into different proportions so that you have a fixed time slot and don't lose a session. Practice MCQs every day. All right. If this is what you do, you have a better experience to share. Next. This is the storm in the center. The peace is always on the opposite side. There is no confident preparation, friends. Get ready to accustom with it. The preparation is always painful. It is the final result that gets glory to you. And the peace is towards crossing and going till the shore. समुंदर कभी शांत नहीं होता. एंड में किनारे पे जाकर शांति मिलती है. आपको क्रॉस करना है उसको. So you do not have an option. All right. This adversity, this tough time, I can promise you, didn't last for us forever. Won't last for you forever. This is absolutely going to change. And you know, when you go ahead in life, you know, it's not about labeling yourself what you are or what you're not. This is just a step. This is just an exam to clear. And you can go ahead. If you target 150, you might not get it. But if you target more, you will get cross that more. So just don't look at the boundary. Try to clear it with a margin. This is what you should aim at. Promise yourself, these 40 days, I will give my best. I will not look at what will happen. But if you do that, you are done. Because here comes the big game. Most of the people will stop studying in these 40 days. And this is what actually matters. If you are focusing on this, this is what actually matters. Now let's understand. मैं तो पढ़ूंगा, मैं तो अपनी जान लगाऊंगा, बट देन क्या जरूरी है कि मेरा सिलेक्शन होगा? जरूरी है कि मेरा एंट्रेंस क्लियर होगा? जरूरी है कि मेरे बहुत सारे मार्क्स आएंगे? नहीं, जरूरी नहीं है. It's way to be very honest, it's not important. But what is more important is that आप इस बात को समझें कि आपके हाथ में कुछ है और कुछ आपके हाथ में नहीं है. जो आपके हाथ में फोर्सेस है आप उनको कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. जो आपके हाथ में नहीं है आप उनको कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते. जो आपके हाथ में फोर्सेस है, अगर आप बाकी सब छोड़ के उसके ऊपर फोकस करेंगे, यू कैन डेफिनेटली क्रैक इट. As Lord Krishna spoke to Arjun when he had to go and shoot at the eye of a fish. Well, you know what Arjun had to do? He had to shoot with this arrow, looking at the fish in the pond, and he was told by Shri Krishna, look at the eye of the fish. He said, okay, Guruji. Bhagwan, I'll do that. He was asked that when you hit with all your might, pull it strong, shoot strong, use all your skills. He said, fine, I will look in the eye of the fish, I will shoot, I will focus, I will not listen to everybody, the naysayers who say you can't do it. You know, and then Arjun asked God, I have to use my skills, I have to use my focus, I have to say no to the naysayers, I have to look in the eyes, I have to apply all my might. You are the God. You know, when I will be doing all this, what will you do? So God said, when the fish is rotating at the roof, and you have to look at the water and aim. So you are looking at the water. If the water even moves a little, you might miss it. And this is what he said, I will hold the water tight for you. I will hold the water still for you. This is what God does to us. When we use all our skills, our mind, our focus, say no to the naysayers, and we don't look at anything else but the eye of the fish. And that's the point where the good God above, the good nature above, the whole universe supports you and holds the water still. And I, as a teacher, can only pray that when you shoot, when you look towards your goal, wherever you wish to be, when you give your 100%, You write your plan, you work the whole day, you don't lose a day, you will absolutely hit the eye of the fish, or maybe you will be the first one and the always one to do something which you never thought of. And this is what the point is. Your future is in your hand. Work so well today that your future will say thank to you for what you did today. Your future should not say that what did you do at that stage. Sacrifice small things for the bigger cause. Learn to do that. We cannot be all time positive. We are human beings. We will be having anxiety. We'll be scared, uncertainties. We will have to be realistic. But then your efforts, your energy, your focus, your determination, your belief, your right kind of attitude, your right kind of group, you are studying, you are revising, not leaving a subject when attempting the paper, looking at all the options is something which is absolutely basic. And if you do all the basics, you will be one. If you are average in 19 subjects, you will be the top. If you are trying to be good in one, you will harm others. So try to create a balance. And that's what we say at Cerebellum. Get the balance right. It's all about creating the right balance. Just don't distance yourself from the right company, distance yourself from the social media, distance yourself from the distractions, but talk to your parents, talk to your good friends, talk to people who tell you there's a belief that you can do that. And this is what I want to tell you. तेरी किस्मत लिखा तेरे तो कोई खो नहीं सकता. So whatever is your destiny, you will meet it. तू श्रम करा चल बंदे, you keep on working hard. जो उसकी मैर हुई तुझे वो मिल जाएगा जो तेरा हो नहीं सकता. So if you keep on working hard, the good God above will rewrite your destiny. And I went to Mumbai once and I was asked by a student, right? The question which I was asked was, आज से 30 साल बाद मेरी लाइफ में क्या नहीं होना चाहिए? And the answer which my father gave to everybody was very simple. He told me this answer. My teachers couldn't give me an answer. My friends couldn't give me an answer. But I called up my dad and asked, हमारा सरनेम सेम है पापा, please give me a good answer. And this is the answer he gave, which I told to that student in the class the next morning. I said, आज से 30 साल बाद ये अफसोस नहीं होना चाहिए. That 11 December को रात को 9:16 पे 9:16 p.m. there was a guy talking to us and telling us this is the opportunity in your life, अपनी जान लगा दो. काश हम उसकी बात सुन लेते, मे बी we would have heard to what he wanted to say. आज हम वो होते जो हम बनना चाहते थे. ये कार्स, ये आइसक्रीम पार्लर्स, ये रेस्टोरेंट्स, ये मूवीज, ये क्रिकेट मैचेस, सब कुछ होगा. बट आज से 30 साल बाद ये मौका नहीं होगा. हमें रिजल्ट्स नहीं पता, हम उससे डिस्क्राइब भी नहीं कहते, हम उससे डिफाइन भी नहीं कहते, पर हमें एक चीज जरूर पता है, वी आर डिफाइंड बाय द एफर्ट्स दैट वी मेक. एंड इफ आवर एफर्ट्स आर एब्सोल्युटली इन द राइट डायरेक्शन, सो रिमेंबर द गोल्डन रूल, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. हो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. होगी शांति चारों ओर, होगी शांति चारों ओर, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. नहीं डर किसी का आज, नहीं भय किसी का आज, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. हम चलेंगे साथ साथ, डाले हाथों में हाथ, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. इफ यू राइटिंग एन एफएमजी, this is probably the right exam, the last exam where all of you can clear it together. And you're not competing against each other, you're competing against the computer. That's the beauty of it. And today, the gap between the FMG exam and NEET, PG, and INCT is so narrow that if you clear it, you're almost 80-90% there clearing the next level. So, this is what I wish. Do it. Believe it. You can do it. If you can't do it, then nobody else can do it. And if somebody else has done it, you will be doing it better. This is what you have to remember. Now, let me take the questions and talk to all of you what questions you have so that if I can answer some of them. Hello, sir. Hello, Shivani. Hi, Farzana. Good evening, sir. Good to see you. Same here, Yamini. Raj Ramyo. Hello, Sirji. Good evening. Hi, Ayush. Hello. Dr. Ashish. Good evening. Shreya. Good evening. Doc 947, where is this center? This is my clinic. We are just at the office of Cerebellum. Aditya, good evening. Harini, how to prepare wise, sir? I am doing my internship now. What you need to do is prepare the previous year topics, get them at the first. Sir, 10 year can need PG PYQ 4 बार कर ले. क्या अब पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही? You can do 5 years and repeat the topic. That is more important. Hi Pallavi. Hi Jitu. Hi Jyotsna. Thank you. Thank you Gitika. Good evening. Ortho revision class was awesome, sir. Thank you very much, Rajromya Bhargav. Ayush, sir, how to cope these 80 days before exam if we start now? You have to focus on 19 subjects, PYTs and PYQs. Learn the art of solving the question and whatever topics you're not sure of, watch the videos. Sir, got 167 in champion exam. Is my preparation going well? You're going well. It's not one exam. It's the subsequent exam where the result have to improve. Boom boom session. Thank you Jitu. You know my term boom boom. डॉक्टर सोनाली, सेल्फ डाउट तो मुझे भी है कि मैं आज का सेशन कैसा पढ़ा रहा हूँ, बट वो हमेशा रहेगा, रहना भी चाहिए. फरजाना, have been sincerely with Cerebellum, attending since September, almost complete my first reading. My scores are improving. Thank you very much for all the love for Cerebellum. Thank you very much. Zara ma'am is right now taking a BTR in Delhi. I'll ask her to join me next week. I'll surely do that. So the point is there, you don't have a choice, so you have to swim, you can't swim. I feel demotivated all the time, sir. First read takes more time and it takes me super low. That's okay. If the first reading is taking more time, start with the revision. Don't just see that you revise at the end of the reading. Revise in cohesion with this. So need PG, PYQ कितने years के करने हैं? 5 years are good enough. 3 years are absolute must. Tired in the morning, go for a 30-minute walk. Have light food. Start with a good coffee. Talk to your best friend and let's kill it. In micro and pharma, completed ones now have to revise by only with notes. Yes, revise with your own notes. Keep on revising. Look at the important questions and look at the important revision videos. Sir, सुबह नींद नहीं खुलती, कोई बात नहीं, ढंग से सोइए और थोड़ा सा वॉक करिए. यू विल डेफिनेटली बी डूइंग वेल. I always feel like कि कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा after lunch. I feel unmotivated because of that. So after lunch, look through some videos and try to solve MCQs. That's going to be better. So try to do passive learning. Active learning can be done before lunch. सर जितनी कोशिश करो, मॉर्निंग में नींद नहीं खुलती, जागोगे जागोगे, चिंता नहीं करो. सर एनेस्थीसिया नॉट हैपनिंग, कोई बात नहीं. जानवी मैम से बात करते हैं, वो आपको नाच नाच के, डांस कर करके, फोड़ फोड़ के सिखा देंगी. आप चिंता मत करो. शी इज अ ब्रिलियंट टीचर, अ ब्रिलियंट ह्यूमन बीइंग. डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. सर फीलिंग वेरी लो है दीज डेज. प्रिपरेशन का टाइम ही ऐसा है यार, हमेशा मुश्किल रहती है, पर हिम्मत मत हारो. सर हाउ टू ओवरकम फोन एडिक्शन. देखो मैं ही फोन देख रहा हूँ, तुम्हें क्या समझाऊं, बट लिसन, द डिस्ट्रैक्शन हैज टू गो अवे. द कॉज इज बिगर, द सैक्रिफाइस इज स्मॉलर. थैंक यू सर, मोस्ट वेलकम. Right. Sir, thank you for the motivation. Thank you for the 30 years example. Sir, I am NEET PG aspirant till now. I am barely managing to get only 100 questions right. Don't worry. Keep on attending the papers. Find out what topics are not clear and try to do them. Sir, I feel sleepy. Suggest something. सबको नींद क्यों आ रही है यार? इतनी नींद क्यों आ रही है? जाग जाओ. अगली बात, अगला टॉपिक शायद मुझे यही बनाना पड़ेगा, जागो कैसे. ऑलराइट, करता हूँ मैनेज. हाउ टू मैनेज नेगेटिव थॉट्स ड्यूरिंग प्रिपरेशन ऑफ एग्जाम. बाय बिलीविंग दैट नेक्स्ट ईयर आप कुछ और कर रहे होंगे जो आप सपने में सोचते हैं. बाय ट्राइंग टू इंसेंटिवाइज योरसेल्फ कि अगले साल आप अपनी मर्जी की चीजें कर रहे होंगे. दैट्स व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सर अब रिवीजन नहीं हो पा रहा, पीवाईक्यूज कर लें क्या? पीवाईक्यूज नहीं करने, पीवाईटीज करने, विच इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. टॉपिक्स करने बहुत जरूरी है. हाउ मेनी आवर्स टू स्टडी. जितना पढ़ सकते हो पढ़ो, सोने में कमी मत करना, थोड़ा सा वॉक करो, जितना पढ़ सकते हो पढ़ो. Is it okay if I cover my weak topics in December? You can cover your weak topics in December, but remember, you should keep revising so that your strong topics don't end up becoming weaker. This is Jung Jira, the last for you. And now I'm signing off. Best wishes from Team Cerebellum to you. See you next Monday with the next session, which I'm going to talk about how to balance out between sleep, study cycle, number of hours, and revision. So the topic is going to focus upon revision, what not to miss. Awake during preparation. Insecurity चिंता ना करो, याद रखना, there is comparison with the everybody that gets negativity. So forget about it. Mission 200 video and 200 plus videos are enough. They're absolutely enough. God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the love on Cerebellum. Meeting you in the mission live classes is awesome. This is something that we look for. FMG students, all the best to you from the entire team, and thank you for the love and respect that you show. You are our dear students. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.